there, friends, and welcome back to my channel. It is Amy here, and today I am going to share a quick, simple project with you featuring postcards. I figure I've had this project on my list to do for quite some time, and I figured that today would be the perfect day to finally get my postcards in order. So my youngest child, Peyton, started, oh gosh, back in 2021 maybe, sending me postcards on her travels wherever she goes. And I just love it because she'll send me postcards, and as you can see here, I have quite a collection of different places that she's been and or lived and that she loves. And I thought it would be fun to bring in the mini album from Stampin' Up. It's called the Basic Black 6x8 album. It's a binder style album, and I thought that I could decorate the cover, postcards from Peyton, and then just slide my postcards in here and then have them all in one spot. So if you have the new annual catalog, the May 2025 through April 2026 catalog, here on page 30 and 31, you can see they feature the album. They feature the variety protector pack, which is really cool because you get some full 6x8 protectors. Then you get the divided 4x6 protectors, and you also get some 3x4 protectors in different combinations. They work great with the Memories and More cards. I featured those on projects before. They're made for pocket scrapbooking, so you can see here some of the configurations of the page protectors and how these cards fit right into the pockets. I love these cards. Lots of times I use them as embellishments on my memory pages and or to make cards, but they're great for just sliding into page protectors. And I just thought that this would be a great project to share and show you how I'm going to store my postcards from Peyton. It's summertime. I know a lot of people travel. This is a great project that you can do with your kids. What a great project to do now that summer is starting to wind down. For many of us, my daughter is a third grade teacher, and she started working in her classroom today. They have contract hours. Teachers go back next week, and the first day of school is August 6th, which blows my mind how fast the summer went. But you have time to get your album and your page protectors, and you can sit down with your kids and help them to put their postcards in an album, and they can start a collection that they can continue to add to all the time. Whether you have traveled to a faraway place or just did vacations right in your hometown, you can always find postcards. And it's just a really fun rainy day activity, or when your kids say they're bored. And if you're like me and you're an adult and you collect postcards, this is a great project for you. So what I want to do first is just decorate the cover of my album, and then we will just slide the postcards right in the page protectors like this, and that's all there is to it. Now I do have this one postcard, and it's too big for the divided protector, so this is one that I can put in my full page protector, which I have right here to show you. So this one can go right in here, and I can put it in like this, and I might even put a cut a piece of cardstock to put behind it, and then I can put another one on the back. But before we get started on that, why don't we decorate the cover? So I did pull out my On the Go DSP. I love this DSP. I've been creating with it ever since it came out. Here are just some of the parts and pieces of it. I've ordered multiple packs of this DSP. I've done 12 by 12 scrapbooking pages. This one's really fun because you got kind of like those memory and more cards on one side that you can cut apart, and then the back side. But I've done memory pages, I've done cards, and now we're going to decorate the cover of our album. And I will, at the end of this video, show you some of the projects that I've done. So I actually have these all in a plastic envelope. And lo and behold, I had some of these little images already cut out because, as I mentioned, I have made a lot of cards with these. And the DSP in this collection, you really, I mean, there's a great stamp set and die set that goes with it, but there's so many cute icons that you can cut out and use them, and you won't even have to stamp. So I thought, why not use what I've already cut, or at least try to use them. I also pulled in, this is part of that sweet collection, the Pack Your Bags twine pack. So we've got the strawberry slush, the shy shamrock, and the azure blue, I believe. And then I also pulled out, I love the puffy stickers. So these have all kinds of fun things in them. There's arrows and hearts and postage stamps. So I just thought that this collection would be a fun one to decorate the cover, seeing as it's kind of got a travel theme because they're all postcards that my daughter sends me from where she has been. So what I'm thinking is, this is a 6x6 square. So I thought I could adhere this, and I'm just going to use my Seal Plus. And then I thought I would put that right there, and then we could kind of put these in a group, maybe, you know, just kind of group them together. Cut this little passport out. And I'm wanting to do my title postcards from Peyton. And so I was thinking I could use my tried and true mini alphabet die set. So I love this die. It's got all the letters in one pass. And I'm thinking I can maybe do that in the azure blue. So I have that cardstock. And I also cut a piece of my adhesive sheet. So the adhesive sheets come 6x12. And I think I'll adhere this to the back of my cardstock. So that way when I run my alphabet through my die cut machine, they'll all be stickers. And I can do postcards from Peyton. I think that's what we're going to do. So I was thinking maybe I could do a strip there, and I really like this rainbow strip from this cut apart page. Oops. So let me get my trimmer, and we'll trim that, and that might add some color to the page. How many of you are mini album people? Do you like to use mini albums? I have been a memory keeper, I think, since middle school, and I love all the sizes. And I do love the 6x8 size. I always do my Days of December album in 6x8. But I'm doing my photos I love, my monthly project where I pick one photo each month and document it. Very simple, no journaling, no nothing. Most times I just use what's on my desk. I've done a lot of videos here on my YouTube channel. I think every single page that I've created with my memories I love has been recorded here on YouTube. I started it in 2024, and I had so much fun that I continue to do it in 2025. I think that the smaller size is really good, because especially if you're a new person, because it's a smaller real estate, so you're not as overwhelmed by the size. So it's a great size to get started in. I'm going to make this interesting and kind of cut it like that. And I think I might trim this. It's a little wide. So let's maybe do this 3/4 inch wide. Yeah. So we can get all of this adhered down and add our embellishments. I'm just going to diagonally cut this. My whole purpose of this video is short and sweet, and encourage you all to maybe do something like this with postcards, or you can use photos, but it is a great activity to do with kids. I know when my kids were younger, they loved to get postcards whenever we went on vacation. So hopefully I'm inspiring those of you who have little ones at home, but even if you don't have even school-age children at home, you can do like I'm doing and create a book just for yourself. If you have favorite photos and or postcards and you don't want to spend a lot of time creating scrapbook pages, you can do something like this. So I like this. I'm going to go ahead and get this adhered down. Then we'll run our die through the die cut machine, and we'll add the title and then embellish with the twine and the stickers. All right, so here is my little title page all decorated, and we will adhere this to the cover, but I want to do this whole thing first and then we'll adhere it. So I've got my cardstock, and I put my adhesive sheet on the back. So now we can take our die, and I will bring in my die cut machine. This is the regular size one. This particular die will work great with the mini die cut machine as well, but I have this one out, so we're just going to use this. And I always share this in my customer Facebook group and even here. I love the Stampin' Up! Die cut machine. It's a die cut and emboss machine. I love that you can do both with this machine. And the other thing I love is that the sandwich recipes are right on the base plate, the #1 plate. So you don't have to worry about, you know, losing papers or forgetting, because it's right there. So to do die cutting, it says it right here what to do. So we need a 1 plate, we need the 2 plate, we need a 3 plate. Then I'm going to put my cardstock down, put my die down, and then another 3 plate, and run this through, and it cuts like butter. So there is no knobs to change tension or to change functions. It's all in the matter of the plates. And then we take this off, and there are all our letters, and these pop out. Now, because I have that adhesive sheet on the back, that's why they didn't all pop out all at once, which you can use your hands, your fingers like I'm using. You can also use that take your pick tool. And so what I do is I keep these all in an envelope, the letters that I don't use. And then I have them ready at a moment's notice. So when I was talking earlier how I use the 6x8 size album to do my monthly favorite photos, I will grab all my letters that I already have cut out and have the adhesive sheets on the back, and I will put those to good use when I'm doing quick and easy, and when I'm doing, you know, more labor intensive layouts. Another little hack trick is you can save this, and I didn't run it through very evenly, but you could trim it and make it even, and you can use the negative on a project. So I'm not sure, I might have to run another set of these. Yeah, because I'm going to need 2 P's. So here's an example where I'll take my take your pick tool, and we don't need the X-Acto knife side, we need the piercing tool side. So I'll pop that center out, maybe. But I like using the adhesive sheets for these because it's just so much easier than adding your adhesive. So I'm thinking that I could do postcards, oops, right here, and I'll just lay a few of them down. I won't make you watch me do all of this, and then I can adhere them off camera. I could even be kind of, you know, artsy and do postcards from Peyton. I don't know, we'll see. But for now, there's the S. Do you guys like to collect postcards? I know now that we have phones that are better than cameras. I don't know how many people buy postcards, but we were just away last week, and I got some really cool postcards that I'm excited to document. And I think I'm going to document our trip using a travel journal. I think anyway, I don't know, we'll see. But I got some really cool postcards that I'm excited about. So here's a D. Another thing you could do is run the die through twice, and that would probably cut out the centers. But so see, you can get an idea of what I'm thinking. Postcards, and I'll take the centers off out of the A, the R, and the D, obviously before I adhere these. But I think I'm going to do something like that, postcards, and then from and then this is where I'm going to need another P. Here's the A, Y. Oh, I think this is going to be cute. A, Y, T, and I'm going to need another O, N, T, O, N. So that's what I think. I think I'm going to do that. So I will run my die through again to get the rest of my letters. I'll adhere these, and then we'll see if we could put our twine and our stickers to good use. Alrighty, friends, so we've got our title cover page all done. I did all the layering. I adhered the letters. Let's go ahead and adhere this to the album. And I'm just going to use my Seal Plus. This is so strong. And I am making sure to adhere all the way to the edges. You could use tear tape as well. And I'm going to center this, and I love how this looks. I'm finally doing this project. It's so rewarding. How many of you have projects on your list that have been there, it seems like, for years, and you just never have gotten around to doing it? And then you actually do it, and it's such a good feeling. So this is my public service announcement to you to take some time out today and work on a project that's been on your list. Now this looks great just like this, but I am obsessed with the puffy stickers. So let's add some stickers, and I didn't know if I maybe wanted to add some twine. I don't know, we'll see about that, but let's just add some of these fun little stickers. Put a star here like that, and then maybe we'll do an arrow right here like that. Do an arrow here, and now these are supposed to be arrows, but they also look like hearts to me. Let's do something green. Maybe we can go like this. And I don't know about you, but sometimes I can get carried away with my embellishments. And then let's see. Maybe we'll do some of these little guys. Put one right here like that. And then maybe we'll just do a little bow right there. The other thing I could do is some string here. I didn't cut those circles out, but that could be fun. Let's see. What if we did that? Like I said, sometimes I can get carried away with the embellishments, but it's just so fun, and there's so many good ones. Oh yeah, I like that. So let's do this one here. And then let's see about maybe a blue one there. I don't know, that might be too much. But I hope that this has inspired you or motivated you to maybe do something like this for yourself, or if you still have school-age kids at home, this could be a fun end of the summer project for them. And it's a project that can keep going. You can just keep adding to it. It would even make a nice gift for someone. I don't know, maybe if you visited someone this summer or went on a trip with someone this summer, you could do something like this. Could be a great thank you little present if you went and visited somebody. I mean, the possibilities are endless. I'm not sure if this is gonna work, but everything's better with a bow, in my opinion. Let's just see how this will look if I just do a tiny little bow. I will put in the description box all the products that I used. The albums, yeah, I like that. The albums are in our annual catalog, so they are available all the time. And the On The Go collection is available. This was an online exclusive back, I think, in January. It is still available while supplies last. And as I think I already mentioned, the day that this video is posted, which is July 23rd, 2024, is the start of free shipping for the next 3 days. So July 23rd through the 25th, 2025, you get free shipping on orders $75 and up, which is a great deal because, as we all know, shipping and postage has gotten way out of hand. So I'm just adhering these bows with some memory glue dots. I like to use those because then there's no dry wait time for it to dry. I think this is pretty darn cute. And then I've got my postcards and my protectors. And these are nice because they just slide in so I can pull them out and read the message that my daughter wrote to me. And then this is one where I just put a piece of white willow. I cut a piece of white willow cardstock and used a large protector because that was a large size photo. So there you have it. There is my little project for you today. And you know what I was just thinking? I just saw these cute stamps. I might have to use one of these. And I'm going to put it right there like that. Now it's complete. So a fun summer project for kids of all age, big people and little people. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do not already subscribe to my channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button. That helps my little channel to grow. And I would love to hear comments if you are a postcard collector, if you are maybe older like me. Talk about if you have a postcard collection at home, and or if there is a place in the world that is on your bucket list to go to. I would love to know what that place is, and we'll catch you on the next video. Bye-bye. I am back again. I almost forgot to share with you cards I've made with the On The Go collection over the past several months. So this is a standard size card. Most of these are standard size cards. You can see how I've used the DSP, the puffy stickers, and then there's a really fun stamp set and die set that comes with this suite. So here's another one. I just cut out the images from the DSP here. This is from the stamp set and the die set. Another one, this is a perfect example of cutting out the images from the DSP. This is fun because I cut a little slit in the pocket of the backpack and stuck the passport in there. Use some dimensionals to add dimension, and then you can see the puff stickers and then one of the stamped images. Here is another one. Again, I'm just cutting out the tags from the DSP, and then this is all part of that die set that coordinates with this. Again, love the keys, puffy stickers, the twine, and this one opens up like this. So kind of fun, little fun fold. And then here is a slimline card. I paired this one with the those wonky circle dies. I think that's called, what's it called? It's not Round You Go, but I believe it's on the Last Chance section of the on the website. I actually used these dies in a reel that I posted on my Instagram feed earlier this week. So those are some of the cards, and then I do have some 12 by 12 layouts. Let me pull the camera up higher so you can see them. So here's one of the 2-page layouts I did. And again, all the cutout pieces are from the DSP. Same with here. And then I used the puff stickers and the twine. And I use that mini alphabet set. And then this is the a la mode alphabet set. And here are 2 more pages. Shout out to Chelsea Versmarty, who is the original creator of these pages, and then I did change some little bits and pieces to give my own spin, but you can see more of those cutout pieces. So this set is really versatile, great for 12 by 12 memory keeping, great for card making, and great for little mini albums too. All right, now I will end this video. I hope I've inspired you today. We'll catch you on the next video. Bye-bye.